Chapter 17-19. Third-person POV. Within the castle of the Silver King, there lay a room large enough to accommodate 100 people. It was built for the king himself, so he could have a place where he could sit and enjoy a peaceful time alone. What would draw the attention of others to this room is the mosaic on the floor, which has a big menacing circle 8 feet wide designed into it. There was a single window in the room that allowed for light from the outside to filter in. It was flooded with menacing lights that illuminated the room even further. The room contains carefully curated decorations that evoke the comforts of home. At the center of the room is a single chair and table of impeccable design, worthy of being sat on by a king. Sure enough, sitting on the chair with his back straight is none other than the Silver King himself, Argent. Enjoying a cup of tea prepared by one of his subordinates, Argent muttered. Finally, after so many years of trial and error, the demons have finally learned to make tea that is edible. Recalling how he tried to teach them how to make tea that suits his taste many times. It was a joyous occasion when eventually they learned to make fine tea. A knock was suddenly heard, snapping Argent from his reverie. "Argent-sama, I have urgent news to report." The voice sounded strained. "You may come in," was Argent's reply. The demon carefully opened the door and walked in, bowing afterwards to pay his respect to his god. "Argent-sama, the blue primordial Blue-sama has attacked your castle, demanding for you to show yourself to her. Amon-sama and Baphomet-sama have gone to intercept her, but I'm afraid," the demon said while trembling. Argent looked uninterested at first. He has dealt with the primordials many times before, so it is not new to him when his castle gets attacked. This time, however, he has an exasperated expression on his face. This is a normal reaction when dealing with Blue and John. They provoke a fight from him and escape when they feel that they are about to lose. They are to Argent, a troublesome bunch that only know how to piss off someone. Looking down at the bowing demon, Argent says, "Lead the way." Those words alone were enough to make the demon shiver in ecstasy. Having the privilege to hear Argent-sama's majestic voice. "How blessed I am, I can now die peacefully," thought the demon. He led the way to where Blue was. On getting there, one would immediately notice the pile of demons on the floor, either dead or incapacitated. It was a gruesome sight. Blue is a primordial, a being who could be said to be nigh omnipotent in the underworld. The demons stood no chance against her. The only ones who already made her flex her spiritual muscles a little were the named demons that directly serve Argent, Amon and Baphomet. Watching the ongoing battle happen right in front of him, Argent couldn't help but think, even after gaining a name and reaching the pinnacle of an archdemon, those two are still no match for a primordial. Having seen enough, Argent spoke with a voice of authority, "That is enough." Those words alone were enough to halt the battle, if you could call it that. The silver demons suddenly felt invigorated to hear their lord's voice and be in his presence. Blue, on the other hand. "You finally showed up. What took you so long? I was thinking of killing all the demons here, hoping that would make you show up, but I guess that's not needed anymore," Blue said with a haughty tone in a voice. "I'm here now, do you have anything to say?" said Argent coldly. He is still mentally recovering from the intense battle he had with Velzard all those years ago. He had been replaying that moment ever since he got back from the Cardinal world. It prompted him to try to gain more power. Any way he could. He trained with Veldanava, fought the primordials the moment he got back to Hell, everything he did so as to never be put in that kind of life-threatening situation again. Unfortunately, he couldn't increase his strength any further. The only way to increase his strength was through an evolution, but that didn't seem like a feasible plan. Although he did gain new skills and gained a lot of experience from fighting, it didn't increase his strength that much. "I'm just here to test my strength against you after so long. You see, I've been practicing and having many bouts with John, Violet and Vert. I've grown, so to test how much I've grown I'm here to challenge you," Blue said with a proud smile on her face, like she was expecting to be praised. "Are you sure you didn't hit your head or something? You decided to challenge me of all people to see just how strong you've gotten. Why not go meet Blanc, Noir or Rouge, why me?" Argent could not understand the thought process of this girl. "Because you are the strongest, think of it as me paying you some respect." Saying that, she fired a deathly magic right from the start, nuclear flame. Right before the magic could spread and consume its intended target, a cold breeze blew over the entire battlefield. This phenomenon cancelled out the magic, the surrounding temperature dropped to almost absolute zero. The demons under Argent silently retreated, but watched as Argent walked calmly to Blue like he was taking a stroll. Looking over at Blue, she was covered in white ice. The ice was spreading fast, it immobilized her. She tried to break free from it but was unable to. What sort of magic is this? She asked, perplexed. She couldn't decipher how and why this magic was absurdly potent and strong. Her figure turned into an ice sculpture. She was conscious but unable to do anything. She watched as Argent came up to her. It's only logical that you are unable to withstand the magic of a true dragon. That's how broken they are. Argent said. The magic he just performed was an imitated version of Velzard's frost magic. Magic capable of slowing down the motion of matter and energy, bringing it to a chilling halt in the form of ice. You usually go around causing trouble with your buddy Vert. I wonder why you decided to fight me alone. Matters not to me, let's do that. Finishing his statement, Argent plunged his hand into the chest of the frozen primordial. She broke into thousands of pieces, scattering into the air as magicules. I'm craving for ramen all of a sudden. Is it even possible to make it in this hellhole? Nah, not a chance. Saying that, he walked back into his castle without a care in the world. The other demons who watched the exchange happen couldn't believe it. Their god just killed a primordial so effortlessly. They only had one thing to say. As expected of Argent Sama, he truly is the strongest. Those who survived vowed to get stronger for the sake of their god. Dash 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 dash. Yes sir. The demons of the white lineage keep provoking a fight from us. Blanc Sama seems to be aware but does nothing. My lord, give us the permission to rain down your wrath upon them. Aemon explained, kneeling. Fine, do as you wish, but do not cause too much damage to the land, is that clear? Argent stated while seating on his throne. Suddenly a demon barged into the throne room. Argent Sama, I bring urgent news. The nameless demon walked in looking discombobulated. You dare walk in so rudely into the throne room of our god? Baphomet's voice boomed. It's okay, let's listen to what he has to say. Argent tried to calm him down. I apologize, my liege. The thing is, Blue Sama has appeared once again and wishes to speak with my liege. The demon managed to say while shivering in either pleasure or fear. Only Veldanava knows. Again, wasn't she killed about 1,000 years ago? Does she have no shame, starting a fight against our god despite knowing she can never win? Aemon hissed in fury. My lord, this time she hasn't come to fight, she is behaving quite strangely so. The demon didn't know how to put it in words what he had seen. Honestly, don't they ever learn? I'm here trying to prevent a war with Blanc. I swear if she asks for a spar I will consume her. Argent fumed internally. Let her in, I'll hear what she has to say at least. Hopefully, I won't have to consume her. Argent said while muttering the last part. The demon went ahead to guide Blue into the throne. It took a couple minutes but she made it into the throne room. The moment she saw Argent, she went on her knees bowing. Argent Sama, I have been revived and have come to be your lowly servant. Please take care of me. Huh, everyone in the room couldn't help it. They all had their jaws on the floor except one person. I didn't think it was actually true. I accept you with open arms, Blue. Argent said with a smile. During their fight, he had purposefully crushed the heart core of the Blue. He was informed by Noir that whoever crushed the heart core of a primordial will have that primordial serve them for all of eternity, but their loyalty is not guaranteed. During his rampage, he had killed the others so many times in so many ways. He had destroyed their heart core many times. It was how the primordials found out about such a thing. Unfortunately, Argent at that time was a mindless beast, so they couldn't bring themselves to serve him. Now is a different ball game entirely. Now that you serve me, I think I should give you a name. The moment Blue heard it, she felt a growing sense of loyalty towards our protagonist. Is that really possible? I am more than satisfied to remain as a nameless demon. No, it's better for me if you had a name. Argent stated. It's true he wanted Blue to grow stronger so she can be of use to him, as well as the fact that having a name is quite convenient. His main reason is to see if she would evolve after gaining a name. Now then, what name should I give her? She is childish but has this aura of authority around her, although one hardly sees it. I've got it. From now on your name will be Valkyrie. Make great use your power from now on. The moment Argent finished his sentence, a colossal wave of magicules left him. Blue was suddenly covered in a cocoon of energy. Everyone in the room felt it. The powerful presence of Blue further intensified, proof of the fact that her power had grown to an astonishing level. Argent felt weak, his magicules was sapped. Blue took more magicules than the two demons he named earlier. The cocoon dispersed to reveal the now named Valkyrie, sporting a maid dress. Created by her so she can fulfill her duty as the faithful servant of Argent. Less than notice. The individual name Valkyrie has evolved into a demon peer. Greater than. Whoa, she actually evolved. I didn't think it would work. There must be a reason why she evolved while Amon and Baphomet remained as archdemons. Is it due to how long we've lived? I'm pretty sure those two have lived for more than 5 million years. Could it be? I'll figure it out soon. Looking at the devil in front of him, her power now is greater than the others. She is exuding a tremendous presence that could kill weaker demons. Thank you very much for the name Argent-sama. I swear to use this power for your benefit from now on. Valkyrie bowed deeply with a look of fanaticism on her face. Argent couldn't help but smile evilly, thinking up ideas on how he would use Valkyrie to take care of the others that would no doubt bother him from now on. Third person POV. Just like any other day, cries of unfortunate demons could be heard. The howls of demon beasts are ever so prevalent. The air permeated demonic magicules, spawning demons and demonic beasts that ravage the land. The land uninhabitable for any other race burned eternal. Small skirmishes erupt here and there. Demons, fighting to gain more power and recognition, wander the realm in search of formidable opponents. Under the dark and gloomy sky of the underworld, casually sitting on the disintegrating corpses of demons were 3 ladies spotting youthful appearances. They were engaging in a conservation, ignoring the small fries that were immobilized due to the overwhelming haki the 3 were exuding. One of them with waist-long white hair and crimson-red eyes asked with an allure in her tone, "Have you heard about the rumors going around?" "What rumors?" asked one of the other girls, a young-looking woman with shoulder-length blonde hair and blue eyes. She wears a black snow coat with a skull pin over a white shirt and tie. "Oh, do you mean the one about Argent and Blue? I've heard some things, but I still haven't verified its validity," said a cute and beautiful girl. She has middle-length purple hair tied into a side ponytail, as well as purple fingernails. "As expected of Violet, you are well informed. Unlike someone I know," the white-haired lady said while giving the blonde the side eye. "I don't blame you if you don't believe it. Argent hardly leaves his territory, so it is difficult to confirm it. Nonetheless, it is true that Blue now serves him. What I find outrageous is the rumor going about that Blue got a name," she continued. "What?" the others exclaimed. "When did this happen?" asked the blonde. "About 1,000 years ago," replied the white-haired beauty. "How? When? Who named her? In the first place, who could name her?" the purple-haired girl who goes by the name Violet asked. "It's impossible to name a primordial like us without severe consequences," the blonde said. "Isn't it obvious? Argent, of course. She somehow came up with the bright idea of challenging Argent alone. She had her heart core destroyed and was killed in seconds. As per the rule, she now serves him. Argent then named her. Is Argent really that powerful to name one of us? After he returned to hell all those years ago weaker, I didn't think he still had such power. This is quite intriguing. Don't you think so, Blanc?" commented Violet, looking at the white-haired lady with a mischievous smile. "How you never knew is a mystery to me. The demons of the silver lineage were practically singing what had occurred. It is a known fact," Blanc said. "If he can deal with Blue so quick, that means he's been hiding his true power. Ha 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 ha, I want to fight him so bad now. I want to have a feel of that power," proclaimed the blonde. "You are still a blockhead as usual, John. I would advise you to think carefully before you challenge someone you can't beat," Blanc lectured. "Don't give me that crap. I'm not as weak as Blue. There is no way I would lose that fast," John retorted. "So you admit you would lose? Never thought I'd hear you say such." Violet chuckled evilly. "Of course I would lose. We all would. Not even Noir or Rouge can beat that guy. They've lost to him multiple times after his return from the physical world. If they can't win, what make you think we can?" John admitted honestly. It was no secret to the residents of the underworld that Argent is the strongest primordial. Time and time again, he has proved that. It was an undeniable fact. It is because of this reason that very few reckless demons have come to challenge him. Only the primordials have such a right. They too would still get bodied by his overwhelming might. He must possess more power than he let on if he was able to name Blue. I wonder how much stronger she has gotten. Although, it's not in my nature, do you think he would name me if I chose to serve him?" Violet asked with a curious look on her face. This was unlike her. The primordials are extremely prideful and would never choose to serve someone else. Her desire for power must have exceeded her pride. "Do you really want to serve him?" Cuckoo. Violet, your true self is showing. Your greed for power sure is astounding. What guarantee do you have that he would name you if you serve him? Blanc spoke bluntly. Blanc, the primordial white is a cunning and perceptive individual. She instantly saw through Violet's true intentions. Absolute power. That is what every demon born in hell pursues with all their might, mind and soul. The primordials are no exception. They would do anything for power. I never thought I would hear the lowly say such a thing. Ha 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 ha, you must be getting weak, if you are that desperate. We can always gain strength on our own. John asserted. Ha 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 ha, you are kidding, right? Don't play dumb. We have fought Argent for billions of years, each time we lost. We have been unable to evolve past the Archdemon stage. Argent did it and now so has Blue. Argent has killed us more time than I can count, he also has destroyed the hardcore of all the primordials. Back then he wasn't a worthy master, that's not the case the time. This realization dawned on the demoness trio. Cuckoo, you sure are very persuasive. Blanc stated. John interjected, how are you even sure Blue evolved after being named? Looking at the others with a devilish smile, Blanc said, only one way to find out. The others immediately understood. They stood from their position, gave a quick glance at the weaklings beneath their feet. They suddenly disappeared without a trace. The demons, thinking they were free from the tyranny of the primals, attempted to flee the scene only to be bombarded by the nuclear magic left behind by John. Dash 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 dash. What do you want? You are trespassing on Argent Sama's territory. Do I take this as you three starting a war against my lord? Valkyrie spoke with venom in her tone. Standing in front of her were the demoness trio. They had come to Argent's territory without prior notice. This annoyed Valkyrie to no end. Analyzing Valkyrie from head to toe, Blanc said, you really did evolve. Deep inside she felt envious of Valkyrie. Sensing that, Valkyrie with a haughty demeanor said, yes, that's right, I have evolved. I am now a demon peer. Argent Sama saw potential in me and gave me the lovely name, Valkyrie. Make sure to remember it. Potential my ass. I bet I'm still stronger than you. Why don't I just kill you and take your place? That sounds nice, doesn't it? John retorted while releasing her aura. Cuckoo, it must hurt a lot knowing that I evolved before you three, doesn't it? You must have finally realized the greatness and awesomeness of Argent Sama. I'm a good and intelligent girl, I realized it before you, that's why I'm now a demon peer and you three are still archdemons. Isn't it funny? Valkyrie mocked the trio. Or because you were killed and had no choice. Blanc said, you got external help to grow and you have the audacity to brag. You're much of a third rate than I thought. Violet clapped back to agitate the named primordial. Valkyrie looked unfazed by such a remark. How is that any of your business? We demons strive for more power. It matters not how we acquire it. Argent Sama is more than a worthy master for me to pledge my loyalty. You are so naive, Blue. Before John could continue, she was interjected, that is Valkyrie too. You all from now, remember I have a name, so make use of it. John continued, I am better than you, if I choose to serve Argent right now. He no doubt would take me in and forego you. So don't you dare act cocky. You wish, I'm the only person worthy of being Argent Sama's loyal retainer. Now get out of here, Argent Sama is not around, so I am in charge of everything in his absence. I wouldn't want this nuclear bitch to go around throwing magic that could destroy my lord's beautiful castle. Valkyrie said while performing a shooing motion to drive away the girls. Oh, Argent is not here, you say? Cuckoo. Blanc chuckled maniacally. The two others joined her. They were on the same wavelength after hearing about Argent's absence. This sent a chill down Valkyrie's spiritual spine. She is well aware that she could not take on the three in a fight at once. If it was one, then maybe, but the three together is way beyond her. She knows her limit, even as a demon peer. If she fought Rouge, Noir or Blanc, she may still lose. The others would prove quite difficult. She may overwhelm them with her racial advantages, but still couldn't tell if she would win or not. Argent takes quite some time before he always returns from the cardinal world. Blanc stated, that time is more than enough to beat the shit out of you. John continued, let's see just how much stronger you've gotten. Violet finished, my lord doesn't take kindly to people who fight in his territory. So leave, before Valkyrie could finish her sentence. Oh, I never thought you were one to shy away from a fight, Blue. I mean Valkyrie, Violet taunted. Tisk, you are so annoying, Valkyrie commented. The demons who were silently watching the exchange from a distance couldn't help but step back before they got caught in the aftermath of the battle that would ensue. The direct subordinates of Argent couldn't help but curse, a fight between primordials, right within Argent Sama's territory. If he found out he would surely be furious. What exactly do you expect us to do, Aemon? Get in the way of a fight between primordials? You must be crazy. Despite our increased strength, we are nothings compared to those beings. The least we can do right now is attempt to lessen the damage suffered by the castle. We have no choice than to await the return of our lord. Baphomet stated helplessly. Realizing what they were meant to do, Aemon issued orders to his subordinates, inform the others to retreat immediately. It is dangerous to remain close to the battlefield. Erect barriers to shield the castle and temple from their onslaughts. The faithful followers of Argent quickly got to their duties as ordered. Just as they had done so, a terrifying clash of power occurred immediately after. It was a signal to show that the battle had begun. Argent's POV. Upon my return from the Cardinal world, I couldn't help but feel proud of myself. My spars with Veldanava have been fruitful. I was able to learn the true capability of my evolved unique skills Wisdom and Devourer. Wisdom possesses the following sub-skill. 1. Though acceleration. 2. Parallel operation. 3. Analyze and assess. 4. All of creation. 5. Chant annulment. 6. Copy. Allows the user to copy any and all art and magic after it has been fully analyzed. 7. Plunder. Allows the user to steal any and all art and magic after it has been fully analyzed. 8. Path to victory. This allows the user to make perfect and calculated moves, as well as predict the future of any battle. The moves or decisions carried out is most likely to attain victory. Its effects are stronger if the opponent is stronger than the user. 9. Battle instinct. The user possesses an innate aptitude for fighting in any combat, being able to create and adapt techniques or methods to ensure victory. The user is able to automatically identify the best personal course of action during any fight without consciously thinking out a plan. It also allows the user to perceive danger and slight changes in an environment, especially in a battlefield. 10. Self-supremacy. Allows the user to have absolute control over everything that composes them, their body, souls, astral body, spiritual body, energy, skills, emotions, thoughts, etc. This ability also grants the user immunity to abilities that control their mind, soul, body, emotions or thoughts. While the unique skill Devourer still has the same sub-skills, but with greater power, and my stomach has greatly increased in size. I have been dedicating my time to learning to use my abilities to its fullest. Improving my ability to fuse magic and skills together. The only person who I could unleash the full might of such power without fearing for their death is the Star King Dragon. Honestly, it pays to have an overpowered friend. With that thought in mind, I flew to my territory for a well-deserved rest. I paused mid-air, sensing something unusual. Expanding my senses while trying to verify what I just felt. I sensed 3 of the primordials within my territory, the white, yellow and purple to be exact. Not only that, they seemed to be engaged in battle with Valkyrie. I speed up towards my destination. Getting there, what lay before me was utter devastation. The territory I have always tried to keep in one piece was completely turned into a battlefield. Craters appearing all over the place. Scorch marks present as well. The beautiful mountain, not far from my castle, was gone. I turned to look at the culprits. The Force demonesses were going after one another. I thought Blanc, John and Violet ganged up on Valkyrie, but that doesn't seem to be the case. It actually looks like a free-for-all battle royale. What was I even thinking? Demons don't really work well with one another, especially primordials. I thought. I unleash my aura that I always keep hidden, directing it towards the fools that caused so much destruction to my home turf. With anger palpable in my voice, I say, you better have a good reason why you are here messing up my place like this. They looked shocked to see me. It's a given. I always conceal my presence, so unless I let myself known or you have good perception ability, no one will ever sense me coming. With a frightened look on her face, Valkyrie bowed. Argent Sama, welcome back. I apologize for such unruly behavior, but these fools wouldn't leave your territory despite my insistence. After a couple back and forth, they attacked me. I am very sorry. Does she really fear me that much? She is literally shaking. I turned to the other girls. Argent, long time no see. I came to confirm a certain rumor that's been going around about you naming Blue. After confirming, I couldn't hold myself back from testing her strength. Kufufufu. Blanc said with a devious smile on her face. Same here, Argent, Violet added. I also came to confirm, but Blue wouldn't stop bragging, so I had to put her in her place, John finished. And you think I'm going to just let this slide? You must be quite naive. I said with disdain in my voice. No, That's why I will serve you from now on. You can think of this as your subordinates letting out some steam. Violet said. What in the world is she talking about? This must be a trick, right? These girls are extremely prideful, they would never willingly choose to serve someone else. Something must be up, I thought. Do you think I'm stupid or something? Why would I accept you as my subordinates? You're all problem children, I retorted. There was no way I would accept them, they are probably looking for a way to get back at me for defeating and humiliating them. Violet, are you serious? You actually want to serve someone? That's so unlike you. John was looking like Violet had two head on her. Of course, we've been in an eternal clash for so long with none of us three besting each other. If I grow stronger under Argent, then I don't mind. I for some reason feel like serving him will actually be fun. Violet said with a playful smile on her face. Era, what shall I do? Things are getting quite interesting. Blanc snickered. Valkyrie looked panicked. Argent-sama, do not listen to them. You have me as your subordinate, I am more than enough. After all, I'm a good girl. Do not take in these troublemaking bits. She was interrupted before she could finish. Are you scared that we will take your place as the top subordinates of Argent? Kuhahaha, maybe serving Argent won't be so bad. Turning to me, John proclaimed, from now on, I accept Argent-sama as my master. Everything I own now belongs to you, my master. Oi nuclear bitch, I came first. Buzz off, you are going to ruin my chances. Violet yelled before bowing to me. What shall you do, Argent-sama? Blanc followed after, bowing. Do you accept us as your subordinates? I was flabbergasted. Did I just acquire 3 more primordials as my subordinates? Before I could say a thing, Valkyrie stepped in. You all are making Argent-sama angry. Can you handle the consequences of making him angry? Now skedaddle. She tried to chase them away while I stood trying to process what was going on. Do I accept? What exactly will happen if I accept them? Are they sincere about it? Less than notice. No bad intention has been detected. Greater than. If wisdom says so, fine then. I accept you 3 as my subordinates. But I have nothing to give you though. Valkyrie looked like she just got her heart broken. We are more than satisfied to just be your faithful followers. Blanc said. Honestly, I didn't think I would ever hear her say such words. Okay then, I guess I should name you to solidify the fact that you're my subordinates. The moment they heard that, they were beaming with joy. It's like they were expecting it. How strange. I feel like I just got played for some reason. I started thinking up names that would fit the 3 of them, it then came to me. I will give them supercar names like Valkyrie. Looking down at the bowing demonesses, from today onwards, you shall be known as Testarossa, Ultima and Carrera, I announced in a majestic tone. Blanc's characteristics reminded me of the Ferrari Testarossa. The energetic personality and behavior of Violet is reminiscent of the Ultima GTR supercar, while John's blonde hair made me think of the famous Porsche automobile. As soon as I finished speaking, I felt a huge amount of my energy drain at an alarming rate. I felt a wave of weakness like never before come over me. I quickly tapped into the energy reserves in my stomach before I got myself hurt. Depleting my magical stores was never good. I have to be careful. It is times like this that I'm grateful that I have a large reserve of magicals. 3 cocoons appeared right before my eyes. I felt the energy levels of the girls increase to a crazy level. It wasn't funny. Their haki was overwhelming, but they controlled the overflowing energy perfectly, suppressing it like it was nothing. They emerged from the cocoon stronger than they ever were. After all, they had evolved into demon peers. Argent-sama, we would like to offer our utmost thanks for bestowing upon us these beautiful names and this wonderful power. Please allow us to henceforth pledge our loyalties to you. Testarossa vowed on behalf of the others. I nodded, then offered encouraging words like, do your best. It then hit me. How exactly do I take care of these guys all together? They are bound to cause trouble if they stay together. You truly are unlike the rest of us, Argent. It's fascinating. I am excited to serve under you. Testarossa said. Yes, I think so too. Rather than torturing those naive demons, working under you will be interesting. Ultima added. Indeed, Argent-sama is special. To be able to name 3 of us at the same time. Kukuku, it really makes me excited. Carrera continued, agreeing with the others. Now that he has given me a name, I have decided to genuinely pledge my loyalty to him. She affirmed with a bright smile on her face. Kukukuku, you're all fools for not seeing Argent-sama's greatness earlier. I'm a good girl, that's how I noticed it earlier than you mongrels. Valkyrie spoke with pride oozing from her. Oh Blue, I mean Valkyrie, it's only a matter of time before we surpass you and take your place. It's inevitable when Argent Sama sees how useful we are. Ultima made sure to rile up Valkyrie. As I thought, letting these guys stay under one roof will prove difficult. What to do with them? In your dreams, Violet, Valkyrie replied. Oi, I have a name now and I would appreciate it if you referred to me by it, okay? Valkyrie-chan. Ultima's lips were smiling but her eyes weren't when she said this. I quickly came up with a way to keep them from fighting one another. Okay, that's enough. Although you are my subordinates, you still have the duty of watching over the underworld gates. It's a duty given by Veldanava, so I want you to carry on with your duty. This is the only way I can prevent skirmishes from erupting every so often. It's also essential so those stupid demons don't make it out into the physical world. As you wish, Argent Sama. They replied with a bow. Cuckoo, I guess I'll be the one to tend to the needs and wants of our master. It's quite unfortunate you won't be able to do it. Valkyrie teased. Tisk, the trio couldn't help but curse inwardly. Just like that I had managed to subordinate 3 more primordials. My life has been quite eventful these days. To be continued.